We are at the track, trying something new. So you have to deal with my face this time. Yeah, no. We just got to the track. We're
getting to sign in.
Walking past the lovely line of trailers.
You say you're pointing the camera that way. There's nothing out that way. I know.
Front-facing cameras. Modern invention of technology. You dinosaur. So, we have money to pick up today from the feature last week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. The last race that happened.
Yeah.
Should have a pretty good amount of cars today.
Yep. Perfectly class guys. You got the vintage guys, the mini stocks, street stocks, tour mods, Chuckendero, and we have the school bus figure eight.
Oh boy.
It should be a fun event.
And we have some new rules put into place today, so if any of you cause me more work, find you.
We're going to call it the Anthony Marshall rule.
You know what you did. But, yeah. So, we'll
check in once we get unloaded and get ready.
We might. I'll probably forget to film again, so You'll probably just get the long ramble afterwards.
We'll try and get some in-car footage this week.
Yeah, I gotta remind him to press buttons. Anyways.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.
That's a video. We're doing this now.
We're doing this now because somebody's burnt.
The garage is a mess. Me and the son are not on speaking terms right now.
So, recap from last night. Exactly. The pollen count, the wind, the speedy dry were not our fans.
No.
That being said, get out to practice, no problem. Unload, everything's good, ready to go. Line up. Not the ideal thing that I wanted to do, but I was one of the first cars out on the racetrack.
This is after the wind has been dumping all the dust and speedy dry and crap all over the track.
It was a very dirty track.
Yes.
And not that the track crew could do anything or can...
No, that was after they blew it off. It's when you have...
It was just a very windy, dirty day out, dusty.
Yeah, and when it was hot and sticky anyways, all that stuff is going to sit on top of the track regardless.
So we got my first round of practice. Car had no grip. Nobody had grip.
No, the entire field was significantly slower.
So we went out, again, an off weekend, 2 weeks before I was in the car. So I went, like, all right, let me get some heat in the tires, get up the brakes, shake it down, and stuff like that. So went out there, no big deal. Second round, the cars are on the racetrack, cleaned it off a little bit, got into a better rhythm, 3/10 faster. I was, what, 15th?
I have the
I do believe somewhere around
even
15th in speed.
Both times.
Out of the
29 cars we had.
29 cars we had at the racetrack.
But I have, you'll see,
Yeah.
I have the first round of practice, second round of practice.
We were within 2/10 of the fast guys. So I was very happy with that. Everybody was like, oh, this and that. It's like everybody's trying to make it, thinking about adjustments and all that stuff. And I was like, the track's going to come to us.
Mm-hmm.
The track is not going to change that much, and you're going to make adjustments, and you're going to make adjustments for something that's a non-variable.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all sitting around talking, something like that. So, all right, we get our lineups. Let me get my lineup on Mike. It's the who's who of fast guys in my heat.
Yeah, that was not a very fair heat.
Normally I would have panicked. Not panicked, but just go, all right, I'm in the con seat, or I don't have a good shot at making this race, or whatever. Just because of the pure number of cars that we had 3 fast guys, like top 5 in speed, and a bunch of us that were within thousands of each other.
Yeah.
Not 100, thousands of each other.
Yep.
That's how crazy it is. If you look through the speed chart, you'll see 20 plus cars between 13.4 and 14.0.
And if I had more energy, I would do a fancy graphic showing you that, but you're just going to have to use your imagination.
So we have 20 cars within a half a second of each other. So I'm like, that being said, it's like, all right, I started 9th out of 10 on my heat race, and they take the top 8.
Because there were only 3 heat races.
So, which is fine. It's like, all right, I gotta pass 1 car. I was like, okay. So, on the start, unfortunately, Billy King spins his tires, goes to the inside. We all pass him. He started 3rd, 4th, 5th, something like that. Something like that.
Mid-pack.
And unfortunately, we only got around him, and so I got to 8th. It's like, okay. I was on Kendall Van Houten's bumper the whole time.
Yes.
She held the line. She ran straight. She's been running really, really strong. Proud of her. She gave me room to get there, but I just couldn't hook to the bottom enough to get beside her.
And it's not even that. You didn't necessarily register that, that half a lane is my room.
Opening. Which
that's a him thing. That is a him thing.
She races clean. She always tries, she's becoming a very good racer.
Yes.
So I'm sitting in there 8th, lapping times in 13.7 second laps, and there's like 4 of us in a line that we just couldn't get a a tire underneath one person, or we weren't going to bump each other way out of the way for this heat race because we were all sitting there and qualifying.
Exactly, it was a heat race.
So I went from 9th to 8th. I got a passing point, a positive passing point.
Woohoo! Confetti celebration.
And then, so we had a good. I felt good. And for the feature starting somewhere mid to back of the pack, which I was like, all right, wherever it is, it's going to land. So with the power surges and power outages throughout the day at Riverhead, it was a late call to get our feature lineup out.
Yeah,
They called us up to get in our cars, get the lineup, and they're going to figure out. Hats off to the crew at Riverhead, doing the best they can with what, the powers that be had intended for them to do that day.
The wind was not a fan of racing that day.
So we get the lineup and stuff like that. I'm starting 16th. It's like, okay. I like that area because it's in front of the guys that I know I can pace in front of, and behind guys that I can pace with. You know what I'm saying?
It's right the appropriate carrot to dangle.
So I'm like, okay. Pretty stoked to say if I just can maintain this and maintain a top 20 finish, I'll be happy. Really happy.
Because that's right where you were in speed, and it was like...
So I'm like, all right. So come to the feature, we get going and stuff like that, and for whatever reason, we had a bunch of people that just, how can I put it this way? Overly aggressive at times when they really didn't need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we had a bunch of cars. Nothing major, but there was a lot of carnage of bent rims and bent tie rods and bent steering components where...
Enough to end you for the night.
Right. So, as Sam will put into the video, the in-car...
Yeah, watch that other video.
Hopefully you'll get a good appreciation of being a smart racer. And I'm not saying that I am better than anybody else, but I'm patient. The number of wrecks that I missed
is exactly the same number of wrecks that happened.
And so I didn't touch anybody else. I didn't bump anybody else. I just maintained a clear lane in front of me, and I was able to avoid all the wrecks.
Now, this isn't saying he gave them a mile-wide berth, because if you look at my stress monitor...
So, as cars in front of me kept taking themselves out, I just inched forward and forward and forward.
And maintained.
So, it wasn't like I was like, all right, 5 cars in front of me, and then next 5 cars past me. No. So, I crept up.
There was a lot of unfortunate restarts where you're starting on the outside.
Yes. Outside of Riverhead is... It's -2 positions on a restart. If you're on the outside, you're going to lose 2 spots.
It's unless the people to your inside spin their tires or something.
Or give me a gap, which they did.
Yes.
And I was able to recognize it and get down into my racing groove and run my line. So at the end of the day, we brought it home in my best finish ever.
Yep.
9th.
Yep.
So... I'm extremely proud of myself, my Sam and everybody, and everybody was happy for me and stuff like that I had a good run. So it's generally nice to know that the community that we've built out there at Riverhead are happy when they see somebody who's been at it for 5 years now, work our way, never have a complaint about it. Always say, listen, let's be happy we have a racetrack. And my first real top 10.
Yeah.
Okay, this wasn't given to me. I mean, granted, there were cars that wrecked out and stuff like that, but speed-wise, it's right where I should have been.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, I always have lower expectations on my finishes because I tend to be more complacent in the back. Just let's get it to the finish, put it on the trailer, let's come home, and we'll do it again the next time. This time, I was at a better race pace in that mixture. So we did bring it home in one piece. The car is running really good. Thank you again, Anthony Marsh, for all his help.
The car thinks it's cool with those sunglasses.
Oh, yes, and I was wearing those because of the sun. So I was debating whether to put them on, and I'm like, yeah, that sun is right at that angle around turn 2. And I'm like, I got to put it on something. I have a yellow visor. I have a dark visor, but we're at the time where that sun dips down and it gets real dark. So I was able to try these on here. And so I got to come up with something. So sunglasses, good fortune, good decision making, not running into people, not hitting the wall.
Yeah, make sure if you haven't already, check out that in-car video.
And
we all have to be super proud of Ed. He managed to, he claims, I haven't quite looked at it yet, he claims he turned the camera on every time and even changed the SD card.
There's a lot of pressure on me for that stuff. I get people come on running over to me saying, you get the camera on, Mark. But it's good.
They're more afraid of me than they are of you.
It's one of those things that what makes this community of our legend drivers out there that at the end of the day, during the day, we can smile, we can have a good laugh, we can joke about it, and then we all check on each other, whoever was in an incident or whatever, is everything okay, stuff like that. It's a community that I'm glad to be a part of.
And that's what we've said from the beginning. We're doing this to have fun.
Right.
And we don't want to be, ready to throw fists in the pits.
Not at the stage of my life, not for what we're doing.
Exactly.
And so
we just want to keep putting on good racing, good shows. Yes. Congrats to Riley on the win.
Yes. Again, 3 for 3 this year. 2 at Riverhead, 1 at Evergreen. So
now he just has to do multiple in the same 30-hour period to compete with Honeycutt.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen.
He would.
He has the equipment and he has the people around him that he could. Next thing I want to see him is win at Wall.
I want to see him in a late model. I think that'd be interesting.
I think he'd be awesome in a late model.
Anyways.
Anyway, we have your future planned out, Riley. Don't worry about it. No, getting back. Anthony Marsh and Riley Keith are the class of the field.
Yes.
And hats off to Jim Sylvester for putting them kind of in the same team.
Yep.
And even Jim Sylvester, congratulations on you for running better. The young guns are getting the fire back underneath your butt to get you up there faster.
Yep.
Congratulations to that whole team over there.
Yeah, good charge from Marsh, starting
19th,
finishing
third. Yep. Up to second, almost had the lead, and then got caught to the outside on a restart. And
unfortunate timings of caution. Watch the race on flow.
The guys passed more cars in 2 races than I will ever have in the last 5 years.
Well, yeah, because you usually pass them going backwards.
Well, he's usually passing me or lapping me, so that doesn't count. But anyway, just a quick recap the day after. There'll be more content later on. Sam's busy doing her stuff. I'm doing my stuff. And then we're off the next weekend. Memorial Day weekend, we are not racing. Riverhead is open. Hopefully the weather clears out for that.
At this moment, it looks like it's rain, but who knows what's going to happen tomorrow. It's too early. There. It's too early to make a call.
The legends are off, and there is no plans for me to travel during the other track. So, on that note, peace out and catch you soon.